And welcome back to the Gary Russen Way Out There show on GJRB on YouTube, all over America, around the world, wherever you may be. Welcome to the program. We got quite a show. We got the interesting broadcast today. I don't know what, but this has been one of the weirdest days that I've done radio in quite a long time, or just internet TV. But I'm doing radio on my FM side. As you can see back there, you can probably see the meter working with my voice because that is the monitor back there that broadcast. Now, as you remember, straight earlier today when we started, the first half hour went pretty good until my mixer decided to die. Okay, now I showed you the mixer in the last half hour. Well, I'm going to stay on as long as I can, or until the mixer dies, whichever comes first. Now, I was looking at the meter on this thing. Okay, and it's showing still in the red, but my voice is sounding kind of fuzzy, which means that the mixer will probably die in probably this half hour. Don't know. Could stay on a little longer, but it's hard to say. But if this mixer dies, show's over, okay? Because I have to recharge those batteries, and I'll have to reschedule another show like this. Because I did like doing this idea, the Gary Russen Way Out There show, combining both the Gary Russen program, which will be on next week on GJRB Online, on Spreaker, on the radio, on internet radio, and Way Out There, which is the other talk show I do, talking about the strange, the bizarre, the unusual, things that go bump in the night. So, with that in mind, this program could go off the air if the batteries completely die in the mixer. I have two good ones in there and two slightly older ones that were sitting here. Don't know how good they were. The good batteries, I think, are making the other batteries work pretty good, but I'm going to have to charge the rechargeable batteries and try another show another time. So with that in mind, I thought we'd kind of go into details on what's coming up before we lose this show. So I'm going to jump around and skip a few things, and we're going to keep on trying to get a better show out of this. Okay, I'm going to keep on working with it and trying to better perform this program as best I can. But we'll be going back to internet radio next week on GJRB Online on Spreaker, and we'll return back to the Gary Russen program on the air on Spreaker on GJRB Online, and we'll do that show like we normally do. But I'm trying to get audience. That's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to gain audience, and I think what I'm going to do when I get the batteries charged, I'm going to spend a production day and join a group, introduce myself, and see what comes of it. Make more friends here on Google Plus, and see who's out there, who might be watching, who might be listening, and maybe we can get some callers. That is the whole idea behind doing this. So I might be doing this just as more often as I do the radio shows. I'm sitting and working on my schedule, trying to tweak it up, but I've already set up the schedule for the first 2 weeks in October. And I'm going to go to that now as a full screen share here in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to kind of reduce I don't want to watch myself anyway. I'm going to go into my schedule that I just here, week one, or the first 2 weeks, October, I think is this one. It's going to post it here in a minute on my page here. Document. Okay. And it shows the first week in October it's showing me it's a schedule from October 5th to October 17th for the GJRB Online radio schedule. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this down and put that up. Okay, now I'm going to go into screen share and go here and share it. There it is. The first week and second week in October, this is going to be the GJRB Online radio schedule. And I'm hoping you're hearing me when I'm doing this, okay? Okay. So far, so good. I see it here. And it's showing the schedule. Okay. And what it is it's showing you the schedule as of the first week in October. First 2 weeks. Schedule looks like this. First, a return of our CCF church services. Emerging Tuesday, Positive Rock Show on Tuesday, October 6th. Launches the official return of GJRB Online on Spreaker. We're going to do the Positive Rock Show Emerging Tuesday after CCF church services on that Tuesday. Won't be on the air Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll be working on production. And then be back on the air for Freestyle Friday edition of the Gary Russen program radio version. That'll be October 9th. October 9th, which is just about 2 weeks from, let's see, October 9th. Yeah, about a couple weeks from now. Okay, October 9th will be another Gary Russen program, Freestyle Friday, on radio only on Spreaker. Okay, on radio only. Okay, then we go to week two. Week two. Now, that's Saturday, October 10th. We have a Hawkeye football game at 11 o'clock in the morning. That is with our KROS, our local station here in town. I carry that with them. And then after that's over, we'll do Gary J's Sports Page. My podcast weekend will include the regulars, last 7 days, Bible study, and the best of the Gary Russen program. So we're bringing that back. October 12th, which is Columbus Day, 13th and 14th, no broadcast, 15th. So those 4 days I'll be working on some production as well as getting ready for Smooth Jazz, Smooth Afternoon, Friday, October 16th. That weekend will not be on the air live, but we will have podcasts the last 7 days, Bible study, the best of the Gary Russen program, if available, in a podcast, which will air. Any special podcast will air that weekend. So that's how that's going to work. And that's how I use it. That's how I do it. That's how I rig it up. Now, if you didn't hear my voice when I did that, I will make a video on my editor and I will show you that, and I will upload it to the GJRB YouTube channel, and you can see it there. So if there's no audio, but you see the visual, I will make that up by doing a reposting of it with vocal on my editor, and I'll re-upload that here on YouTube, on the GJRB YouTube channel, so that you can see it. All right, what we're going to do right now is, since we had technical problems, I'm going to skip the local news on our FM side. We're not going to do it. We're going to go straight through because of the issues we've had. I'm going to be making up this broadcast again, and we'll try it again with our FM station. I'll add a broadcast day because, like I said, I'm a program director here, and I can add broadcast days. So I can add programming or subtract at will. So just to let you know that I could be adding an extra broadcast on here on YouTube. So we'll have another show here. Besides, I'm going to be probably doing a sports version of this program coming soon. So we're going to do that. And like I said before, normally I'm going to go ahead. Now this here is the log rundown for today. Xnay. It's not good anymore, but I will be using it again for another broadcast, and I'll reschedule those commercials and promos and stuff, and we'll do it again. Okay, so with that in mind, we're just going to keep going through stuff and work on the schedule and try to practice this through. I'm going to probably do another show here on FM, on our 9-foot signal, and on Google Plus Hangout, and we'll do a Gary Russen program in October, and we'll make up a broadcast there, and we'll do another show here on GJRB Online, on Spreaker, GJRB TV on YouTube, and we're going to do it right here on the Google Plus Hangout. Again, I'm going to try to do this show and do the log rundown the best I can. I might even do it without no log, which I think would be better. I'll do one without a log, but I keep that log for the commercials for my FM and next week when we go back on Spreaker. So we're going to be back on Spreaker next week on Tuesday, tentatively 2 o'clock Central, for the Gary Russen program. Okay, we're going to be back on internet radio only that day, and we'll do our regular show, news, and I will do news and comment. I'll make up on some of these things I didn't get to do, and we'll fix this problem best I can. I'm going to be in between it. I'm going to join some groups and get some circles here and invite some folks to be part of the show. And we'll go and I will schedule another show for another day so that we can get some audience participation. Once again, I am going to skip the local news on our KROS end and go straight through to, because of the issues we were having, I'm going to bypass all that. All right? All right, and we'll do this again another day with the log. So just have to change spots, and I usually move things around, and then I reschedule another show. So we're going to do that again in October. I'll pick an empty day off that schedule, and I will go on here again and promote another show, get some audience. I want to work on that during my production days. So be doing that. Okay. Was talking at the beginning of the show about the debate that was on Wednesday night between the Republican GOP debate. What did you think of that debate? I really think that it was a very interesting debate. One of the first I've ever seen. I've never seen them hop topic, just change topics drastically as they did yesterday. I watched it on demand. And they drastically changed subjects so fast. Well, back to this, back to that, back to this. It's like, come on. Donald Trump showed up as his normal immature self. Okay? Donald Trump was immature. All they talked about between Donald Trump and that new Fiona, whatever her name is, talked about their CEO careers. And I thought that was good because I don't know who it was. One of the other governors said, we don't care. There are people out there who are suffering, who don't get much money, who are unemployed, and we don't care about your CEO career. We don't care. Okay? We don't care. And I really liked Huckabee yesterday. I thought he was outstanding. And the reason I'm saying that is because Huckabee, the reason I like him is because he sticks up for moral values. Now, they say he's liberal. Okay, maybe he has some liberal ideas. Maybe he's a little bit liberal, and maybe he does, but he does stand up for Christianity. I give him that. He stands up for Christianity. I like that. And I think that's one of the reasons I like Huckabee. Then you have my candidate, which I had for a while, and that's Ben Carson. But he has liberal views too. I think every Republican has some liberal views. Some. You gotta have some. You gotta see both sides of the coin. Not always conservative, not always liberal. Both sides of the coin. Doesn't always have to be the same thing all the time. You know, liberals, Democrats, what have you. Then, you know, we got to be a little bit more spaced out than that. We need to be more open-minded. And, you know, I really think that the Obama administration, they really slammed Obama through that whole thing. Between slamming Obama and slamming Hillary, they did a lot of Hillary bashing on that debate. Hillary bashing back to back. I didn't finish it. I went to bed, but I think that a lot of those guys had Reaganistic views. And there's still respect for them. And one of them said, at least when we were with Reagan, we were safe. And I liked what it was Chris Christie said. At least when we were with Bush, even though a lot of people, and I was one of those that stood up for him, stood my grounds, and stood up for George W. quite a bit when I was in college. Yeah, I had to put up with a lot of the liberals in that college who, every time I turned around, complained about George W. So I come back and I say, okay, whatever. But look, with George W., we were safe. But, and I said before, if I was president and someone hit my buildings with planes, I would counter-react too. I would counter-react too. Because when you get attacked, you're going to defend. You're going to jump at the defense if you're going to get attacked. So, like I said before, let's let's it's a long time ago now. Obama's been in the White House, but every once in a while we still hear those little complaints about Obama, but complaints about Bush rather. But we had it better when he was in the White House than we do this guy, who is doing nothing but selling us down the river. That's what he's doing, selling us down the river. No matter how you look at it, that's what it is. And well, like I said before, it's crazy. And had some more interesting stuff I wanted to show you. I thought was funny. We had two of them. One comes out of Tennessee that I'm going to show you here in a couple of minutes. It's pretty good. I want to try and see if the video part will work now. I'm going to go ahead and hit that share button and see if we can get it to go to my okay, I'm going to go. All right. I put since it doesn't really pick up audio on here for my videos, I'm going to just mute the videos. There's no point in trying to get them to play if they don't play audio on here. I'm going to do a test on that too later on to see what I can do about fixing that. But I'm going to try it. Okay, there it is. We have a bear scaling a building. This is in, let me check and see if it's got the details on that, where that is. This is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And this is just in dedication to animal stories, which going back to WLS radio, Larry Lujak, disc jockey that used to do that, called Animal Stories, would have weird stuff like animals do. And this one is one of them. Okay, this one is one of them. Let's see. Okay, this is one of them. This is pretty good. Check this out now. This is hilarious. Scaling the building, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This bear actually climbed up this condo in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Now he's getting back down. This is bizarre, folks. This Gatlinburg, Tennessee scaled the building and got on one of the. They have the condos have patios closed in, and they got into the patio of the middle apartment to the right there. Yeah. It's hilarious. Really is. Now he's getting back down again. Why? Down he goes, scaling the building, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Wherever this apartment complex is located, apparently, that's good. Apparently, he scaled the building, got on the terrace there, and got inside the patio of one of the apartments, middle one. Okay, and yeah, that I thought that was somewhat cute, somewhat funny. That one was good. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, for that. That was actually. You got to imagine if you were to look out your window and see this bear standing on your patio, you'd have to be scared. Wow, I mean that's weird. But that was cute and a bit scary at the same time. But scale the building. And let's see, I think it's still on there, isn't there? Okay. Sometimes I get audio in my headphones, and and that video. Okay, that video's over, so I can go ahead and get out of that. And if you have questions and answers, if you come by, no viewers so far in this half hour. But like I said before, I'm going to continue playing around. A lot of people who follow me on Facebook, and I'll talk about this on the Gary Russen program Tuesday on the radio. When I do this program again, before I do it again, I'm going to go and visit other people's rooms as much as I can. I'm going to go in and publicly go into, see what's, go in the rooms and meet people. So when I do that, I'm going to work on a possibility of getting some audience for this program, getting some viewers and getting some call-ins, which is my full purpose here in getting some callers for the show, especially for the radio side, and be able to get people to participate in this program. So we're working on it, and this show will continue to build, and I'm going to continue to work on this stuff. So we'll get there, and when we do, we'll have a better show. Now I'm going to go into my history here, and I found another neat video I thought was kind of cool further down the page. It comes, this is cute. It's from Jesser's McGee dog who went into the pool to retrieve a toy. This is an English Cocker Spaniel dog, right? It's easy to get a toy and grab the toy without so much as getting wet. Talk about that coming up. And I'm going to work on the program schedule, and I will repost it on this page for you for the radio side, but we'll be back next week on Tuesday for the Gary Russen program. Now, I'm going to stay on as long as I can or until these batteries die, whichever comes first. So far, so good. So I might just stay on past 5 and see what we get here. So I'm going to do that. So just playing around now. Went off my program log and everything. Just off the cuff, playing around here. And seeing if you can just submit a question. I'm on my Q&A right now. And you can answer questions. And I'm always welcome to them. I'll answer the best I can. Like I said before, for the very beginning of this program, I came from Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgh area. Wanted to do radio since I was young. KQV, which is the top 40 station in that market, was my inspiration. Still go there. I had a dentist in Pittsburgh. Go there and look at a KQV window and said, I want to do this. I want to do this kind of work. I want to be on the radio. And it was something I wanted to do for a long time. I used to go to the remotes whenever I could and visit radio stations, tour them, do a lot of that too. And I would have a lot of fun putting on shows, and I had a radio station for a long time in my studios here, and always had a good time putting on the radio program. And so I wanted to have my own radio station where I could put on programs. And so, well, like I said before, here I am doing it on the internet. And thank goodness for that, because the internet is the best place to do it. It's better. It's, you know, it's a lot better than, okay, it's not adding to the, okay. For some reason, I have trouble sometimes adding videos to my screen. It won't do it again. Like I can only play maybe one video at a time here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share screen again. Okay. Entire screen. Google Plus Hangout. This one right here. Okay. And we have here a dog trying to get a toy without getting wet. Okay, so he gets on the raft, and I like to get to the beginning of this, but I can't. Okay, I can. Okay, we're going to start over again. He sees that ball in the middle of the pool. So he tries to get it. So his attempts to get it without getting wet. This is great. Okay, he tries to get it, but he's not succeeding without falling out of the pool. Okay, that ball, yeah. So he paddles himself over to it. Paddles himself over to it. Grabs it in his mouth. Now he did get a little wet in the paws. He got a little wet in the paws. Okay. Yeah, he got a little wet in the paws, but he didn't get wet completely, just his paws got wet. That's all. And I thought that was kind of a cute video, and I thought I'd come across it and show it to you. It was kind of neat. So, like that. I'm playing around with different things. Now, here we go. What's this? Video embed. Okay, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm new to this. I'm fresh on YouTube, fresh on Hangout, and I'm beginning to learn how this thing functions. And as I learn how this thing functions, I'll be able to learn how to maneuver around it. Maybe even try to get audio on my videos somehow. So we're going to work on this and do more test videos. I don't know why I don't get the trailer, whatever that is, on here, because I thought the trailer airs before I go on. So I thought, I'm going to try something different the next time I do the show. And I'm going to try playing around with certain videos. So I'll be on here various times for test broadcasts. Various times. And seeing what different things this thing does. And when I do, I'll have a better show. So far, though, it's been interesting. I couldn't follow my log very well today, so, which is all right because technically I didn't finish it. Had a lot of scribbled notes all over it, but I did a lot of the stuff I said I was going to do, except for the weather. Didn't do any weather on here. Weather on the 5s I will do, but it'll come later. As a matter of fact, why don't we do that? I'm going to keep on playing around with this. Like I said, the mic is staying on longer, and so we're going to stay on past 5, even though I posted 45 minutes. I'm going to stay on past 5 and see what happens. Okay. And see what we can do and try different things. And try to see how things work. I'm getting a viewer. One viewer just joined me. One viewer just joined me. Hi. Hope you're enjoying the program. Just join me. I was showing some videos, some real good ones. Showed the one about that boy who built that bomb with a clock. Just a simple clock. Simple clock. Okay. And he got into major trouble over it. Principal called the cops. Boy was pulled in, questioning the whole 3rd degree. Viewer died. Okay. That's all right. One viewer comes in, goes out, whatever. But I'm going to keep on trying to keep people in here. Don't know how. I'm going to keep on trying to get people in here. One viewer in, one viewer out. So I'm going to keep on collecting people on this thing and try to get an audience on this show. One viewer in, one viewer out. All right. Keep trying this, okay? It's 4:54 Central Time, 6 minutes before 5. We're going to stay on the air until 5:30. Then we'll go off the air and call it a day. Or if the mixer batteries die, whichever comes first. If I talk to myself, hey, that's cool. I can deal with that. No viewers, but I'm out there. I'm on the air out there in YouTube land. I'm out there in YouTube land. So someone will come across me again. We'll see how we get more viewers on here and see what happens. But for now, this is just on FM radio. Talk FM 108, KGRZ, Clinton, Iowa, on the FM dial at 107.9 megahertz. Talk FM 108. And I'm Gary J. Russen. This is the Way Out There, the Gary Russen Way Out There show. Combination of both shows melded into one, a little of each on a Freestyle Friday. In a couple of weeks, we'll have another one just on the radio, on the internet, on GJRB Online, on Spreaker. And between that, I'm going to build audience. I'm going to build audience. I'm going to get people in here and stay in here. We're going to try different things. I'm going to get a hold of different people. And we're going to do some stuff. So it's not over yet until it's over, folks. Okay? We're going to keep on broadcasting, even if no one's listening, even if no one's watching. I've been through this before. Okay? I've been through this before. I've been doing closed circuit broadcasting since I started radio back in 1972. And in those days, I didn't have an FM transmitter. Just played around with records and talked into an empty screwdriver hole. But I built up. And then at Christmas of 1973, my mother got me this little FM transmitter, one of the first ones I ever got. It was made by Radio Shack. It was a Realistic. And then later on down the line, I got another one after that one broke. But I kept on broadcasting closed circuit, kept on doing radio shows, kept on doing programs. And in 83, I went to broadcasting school and was on the school radio station. And did public radio, public television. I've been all around this, round and around. It's a tough field to break into. It's just out there. People, too many on the air, okay? Too many. We have a lot. And you think about, and I've looked on this page. I've looked on this page a lot of times. All the hangouts, pages full of people on the air right now. So I'm competing with probably dozens of upon thousands of people who are on the air at this time on Hangouts. On Hangouts. And I don't know if I could join a Hangout this way. I've never thought of doing that. I might try that on the air, but I don't know yet. Hangout on the air, I don't know about that. Still don't know about that. It might be possible, but can't tell you whether or not it'll work. But I'm going to try various things when I'm off the air between now and the next show we do. Well, we'll do another one of these and see how it goes. And we'll try again to put on another show here. Okay? All right. Well, we're going to take a break close to the top of the hour. This is GJRB on YouTube. And I'm Gary J. Russen. Hope you're enjoying the program. Even, you know, get on here and have fun with it and play stuff and just be crazy like that. So I'm going to do that, take a program break, top of the hour of 5 o'clock. And we're going to do that and take a little bit of a break here on GJRB TV on YouTube. I'm Gary J. Russen. Thanks for joining in the program. And even if one viewer joined in and for some apparent reason just didn't like anything I was saying and left, and, you know, that's okay. That's the way it goes, folks. That's the way it is, you know. Be right back with more of this program in moments.
Clinton National Bank's doors opened in 1865, 150 years ago. That's a long time. Through all these decades, we've stood the test of time, helping countless people, families, and businesses realize their dreams. As we look back on where we have been, there's so many people who have helped us succeed, while others have trusted us to do the same for them. And since the beginning, we've always remained a safe, sound, and secure bank. Clinton National Bank, 150 years of a proud past and a strong future. Member FDIC.
Before you start on your summer road trip, take a trip to see Mike Kramer at D&D Auto Service, 316 North 2nd Street in Clinton. Mike will make sure your vehicle is ready to hit the road with an oil change, check the radiator, look over the belts, brakes, and exhaust system, and generally make sure you will have a safe trip wherever your destination. Mike Kramer is more than just your mechanic, he's your neighbor. Count on D&D Auto Service for quality results at a great price. D&D Auto Service, 316 North 2nd Street, Clinton. Phone 242-4200.
A Dan Dolan home is the perfect place to relax and enjoy your retirement years. Our age-in-place design and reverse mortgage opportunities provide convenience, accessibility, and sustainable retirement living. Our homes are energy efficient with snow and lawn care services provided. See for yourself what Dan Dolan Homes has to offer at our Meet the Builder open house on Wednesdays from 11 to 1. For quality, reliability, and value, Dan Dolan Homes is the place to go.
It's me, your bathroom medicine cabinet. I see you naked, know how often you floss, watch you pluck unsightly hairs. I can keep a secret, but you need to know. Your kids have been taking your prescriptions to get high. I couldn't keep it quiet because prescription drug abuse now causes more deaths than cocaine and heroin ODs combined. So please, mind your meds. For tips on safeguarding your meds and your family, visit the partnership with drug-free kids at drugfree.org.
Ladies and gentlemen, a bit of a check.
All right, back here, Gary J. Russen on GJRB on YouTube, and our remaining half hour of this program, and just getting things going here as we finish up a program for today. And like I said before, we're just going to keep on experimenting, trying different things with this program and playing around in production and getting this to work the way I want to. And again, keep the practicing going. We can get this program working out. We're going to try different things and try to get some audience participation on this program. So hang in there. This is not over yet, folks. Not by a long shot. I've got other ideas to make this show interesting. And we're going to keep on doing it. All right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and enter into my Facebook page because we haven't done this in a while. Let's see if I have, here it is. Okay. On about that. Let's see. Okay, my mic's up a little too high. I gotta bring it down to about 5. Okay, there we go. And look here, what we got. Oh yeah, by the way, you have a half hour left, about 24 minutes. 24 minutes left, last chance to participate in the program. Get in on it. Last time you can comment, leave me questions, all right here. So if you're in the vicinity of GJRB on YouTube and you're watching this on YouTube, come on in. As a matter of fact, if you're joining me on YouTube, all you got to do is click join in the, it says click join conversation. Join conversation on the YouTube page. It'll tell you that. Join conversation. And you can come in and be on the show. Pretty cool. All right, got a lot of people responding to me on my Facebook page. As earlier today, we got notice that one of my second grade teachers died. I'm gonna post that here in a minute. As soon as I do the thing here called scroll social media, this one right here. Okay, it should be playing and it's not.
Seems today no broadcast can survive with just audio.
Okay, that's not what I want. Let's go back.
Now, let's scroll through social media.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do, scroll through social media here on the Gary Russen program, here on GJRB TV, on YouTube, on Google Plus Hangout, and whoever's watching on YouTube. This is where it is. We're going to keep on doing this until we get a really smooth call-in program. Okay. This is where I'm going to screen share my Facebook page. I'm going to do that here in a minute as I get in there. Okay. Right here. All right. And going up and down the pages, earlier today, I got a posting about a second grade teacher that I lost. My friend Raymond Leach posted this. It was deep sadness. I posted that Miss Borgia de Mayo, that passed away on Tuesday. According to the obituary on today's Times, Miss Borgia was a second grade teacher and remained friend of all the years at school. She's always bright, chipper, always asked about friends in class and remembering everyone by name. And she was a special lady. A lot of postings on this, all over the place. The fine teacher she was. A lot of people posting all over the place. She was a fabulous teacher. I have great fond memories of her. She was one of the more patient people, patient teachers in for second grade. Believe me, she was, as I remember. And there's a memorial mass at 11:30. Good Samaritan. Okay, very good teacher. Going way back to second grade, early 70s, and well-remembered teacher. And she died yesterday. Sad. I remember her well. Going back to my years at school, second grade, she was a fabulous teacher. Very patient, very helpful. Never forget her. It's incredible. And she died yesterday. So, well remembered. Okay, we're going to go down the page a bit, and we're looking at some of the news headlines that are going down the page. Like I said, I hope that you're hearing my voice with this. I'm going to go down, and I'll probably play this back to see how it looks and see what I could do to improve it. Some interesting postings. Here's that picture. Very good explanation about that bomb. This kid. I like I said before, this is pitiful when you know, really kid was creative. And he created this clock, and just because he was a Muslim, I think, the teacher overreacted and called the cops on him. I thought that was stupid because the kid meant no harm. And it's all over Facebook now. And I've seen that quite a bit. Few more postings about it down the page a little bit. Let's see. More pictures of Donald Trump. Uh-oh. It says here posting, this is from the Conservative Voters of America. Trump campaign just informed South Carolina organizers of the Heritage Action Forum, and he won't be attending that event due to a business deal that he said was to be closing this week. Sudden cancellation. And this is the issue because someone posted, well, those morons are grasping at straws trying to whip up news. They're desperate. And the media thinks its job is to make mountains out of molehills, says Gil Stevens. Yeah? Making a big deal out of it just because he canceled one event. You know? Yeah, you have to wonder about Trump. You know, like I said, he appeared like a child yesterday when I was watching the video, the on-demand of that debate, because I don't like Trump. Okay, I think he's a show-off. Okay, seriously, I think the man is a serious show-off. He is out for himself. Okay, he makes himself look good in front of the cameras in debates, but he's out for himself. No doubt about it. This man doesn't care about anyone but Donald Trump. Okay? And personally, he acts like a child. He just acts like an overgrown baby. Trump is amazing. I think the candidate that could get the nomination, and they say he won. Nah, I don't think so. I didn't even finish that debate, and I could tell you he didn't win. Okay, I believe that the winner, soul and square, would be it's a tie between Huckabee, which I think was great, Ben Carson, three-way tie, and I like them all. Ben Carson, Chris Christie, yeah. But I think that Rand Paul and was good. And I believe that new woman, I don't know where she came from. Apparently she was the CEO of a computer company or something. And she came on the scene to run, had her hat in the ring. And she had some good points about the funding Planned Parenthood. And I really liked it. And I couldn't get the video in time. I don't know if I could or not. My friend Brian posted it. But I don't know if I can get it. And I'm going to check. I think I reposted it under saved. So I'm going to go in there and go down to where it is. I don't know if it's down here somewhere. No, not seeing it. Okay, here's one, though, that is good, and this makes me laugh, too. This is Trump, folks, okay? This is Trump, all right? Okay, this is great. Billionaire President Trump, presidential U.S. candidate, said Thursday, he said that he will not accept the $400,000 annual salary that comes with a White House job, and he would turn it down if elected. He would turn it down if elected. Believe this guy. Okay, this is just what I'm saying. Okay, this is just what I'm saying here. Okay, okay, this is the man who said he will turn it down. He would turn it down if elected. Let's see if we can hear this. Check this out. This is radical. He could turn it. Okay, I want to see if it'll come up. Okay, let me see. Special Olympics. I don't want to, okay, it's giving me something I don't like. Billionaire. Okay, it's not. Video there. Okay, the video must not be available anymore. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, it's not going to show it. It's not going to play it. Okay. Okay, keyboard controls. I might forget about this one. Escape. I don't think I'm going to get to play that. But, like I said before, this is hysterical, folks. He says that he will not accept a $400,000 annual salary that comes with a White House job. The front-runner Republican nomination for 2016 race, despite having no political experience, is asked at a town-style meeting in Rochester, New Hampshire, if, as president, he would roll back generous pensions and health care benefits giving to members of Congress. And the first thing I'm going to do is tell you that if I'm elected president, I'm accepting no salary, okay? That's no big deal to me. That's what he said. No big deal to me. He will not accept a salary. Okay? He's not. Trump, who built his fortune on developer, real estate mogul, and reality television personality, listed on Thursday as number 405 on Forbes magazine list of world billionaires with a fortune of $4.1 billion. Probably could live without pay for the presidency. Probably could. I'm not saying this, but he probably could. I don't see him really need to get paid when he's a 4.1 billionaire. Okay, but you got to imagine that $4.1 billion as president of the United States could go pretty fast. $4.1 billion could go fast. Maybe not. But let's see how you sound. Well, he'll travel a lot. Look how the money he's probably forking over in campaigning. Maybe he doesn't need the money. Billionaire. He could do it. But he says that's what he's going to do. He's not going to accept a $4.1 He's not going to accept the $400. That's how much they pay the President of the United States, folks. $400,000 a year. To be President of the United States, folks. $400,000 a year. That's what Obama gets. Imagine. $400,000 a year. Well, you know, lives in the White House. He's probably going to pull off $400,000 a year. Why not? You know, whatever the case, good for him. Good for him. 0 viewers, only 1 today left. Okay, that's cool. I can get it. I understand. I will be back, and I will have another show. There's no doubt about it. Plans are to do another one next week. I'll be back on Spreaker next week on the radio. GJRB Online. Mixer board, full batteries, fully charged. Okay? No more of this. And the next time we do this show, I'll make sure that the batteries are charged in the mixer so that we do not have this problem again. Threw me off, really did. But, okay, like I said, the next time we get together for this program will be the Gary Russen program on the radio on Spreaker. Okay? On the radio on Spreaker. And show you the Spreaker site. Still got tons of programs still on there yet. Don't get very many callers on that program. Don't get very many followers on that broadcast. I'm happy with what I've got. But I'm going to go ahead there and hit screen share and show you the GJRB Spreaker public site. There it is. Okay. There it is. That's our Spreaker public site. And I could see where my voice is going over it real good. That's what it looks like. Now, all you got to do is go www.spreaker.com. www.spreaker.com, and then just put in there, up here is the search engine, right there. Okay. And down the page a bit is the all the shows that are on there so far. All the podcast, Bible study from last week. I'm going to be putting up a new one probably tomorrow. I'm going to get rid of some of the podcasts that are on here already. The best of the Gary Russen program is going to go. So is the church services from August 30th. Bible study from September 3rd. I'm going to get rid of all of them except for a promo for the Gary Russen program. And I might even do that. I might just clear this whole thing out and put up the Bible study from last Thursday. So that's probably what I'll do there. So that's how that's going to go. And I will, now I recorded some credits. I'm not going to use them because there's no point in using them because in the credits is the new, the day of the next broadcast on Spreaker, which is going to be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. The Gary Russen program will be on the air Tuesday afternoon, live 2 o'clock Central on GJRB Online on Spreaker. Like I said before, all you got to do is go into my GJRB Online on Spreaker's public site, or go on, just go www.spreaker.com, put in the search engine GJRB Online, or GJRB, okay, the GJRB, okay, there's the engine, GJRB right there. You would put GJRB Online, and post in the at the top of that page, GJRB Online. It'll take you right into the page. Okay, it'll take you right into my page. Now, if you go into my Twitter page, I'm gonna go in there here real quick. I want to go into my Twitter page. Wait a minute, go here. Okay, I want to see. Oh, no. Screw that up. Go into my Twitter page. That's not what I wanted. Okay, go back to my Twitter. That's Linda Moultonhouse Earth Files. Don't want that. Although it had been interesting to go through that, we didn't get to it. I didn't even have it on the plans to do so. Let's see. Let's go back. I got plans to do so. Okay, here we are. Here is my Twitter page. Now, over here is the antique radio I talk about on the radio on GJRB Online, right there. Okay, you see the antique radio. I am the radio maniac. Okay, they're going to call me the radio maniac. All right, and down the page a bit are the postings that you'll see. Okay, when you see those postings, you'll see the antique radio, and next to it is a drop-down arrow. And let's see here. I'm going to go to the entire screen and share. Oh, haha, look at that. That's cool. Okay, stop that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. The entire screen gives me that. Oh, that was cool. Little special effects there for the show. Yeah. And go ahead and go back in there and okay, there it is. Okay, you go down the page a bit, and down there where you would see this logo, the antique radio, and it will show GJRB Online and that we're on the air. When you click that, you'll get a drop-down arrow showing how you can get in there. I'm going to go into my home page. Okay, I'm going to go right. Let me see where I can get into my home page here. No, that's not it. I want to go into, okay, let's go here. Okay, it's going to flip. Okay, this page here is the schedule and how my show shows up. Okay, when I'm on the air and you see this on Twitter, Twitter followers will see this. Okay, and you'll see the promo. You'll see that this is the drop down arrow. It'll come down. It'll show you the widget. That's the chat room. That's how you can get to other Spreaker podcasts. Right here. You click either one of them and play what you want. Okay, down the page. Whatever you want, you play them. Okay. down the page, and I uploaded Bible study 0903. When you see a live posting, you click that drop down arrow and you can listen to me live right on Twitter. So if you're tweeting, if you follow me, you can be on the Gary Russen program that way too. Okay, and it's a great way to be on the program, and it's a way to participate in the show. So, like I said before, it's how we do things around here. This is how we do our show, and we'll get better at this. And like I said before, I'm going to be getting more audience by drumming up more audience. You know, I'll be taking this log sheet, making a new log out of it for next week when we go on live on GJRB Online on Spreaker. And we'll be doing another show on the radio. And between that show, production that I'm doing now, all my shows I got coming up on the radio, I'm going to be coming in here and doing another GJRB TV YouTube stream. And we'll do another show like this. And I will, before I do, I'm going to go in other rooms. I'm going to go and introduce myself to some people. I'm going to talk to some people. And I'm going to tell them about this show. And I'm going to invite more people in. And I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to start, you're going to see me a lot on Google Plus Hangout. Just as much as you see me on YouTube. Or you see me on Twitter. You're going to see me here on Google Plus doing the show. That's simple. We're going to do it. And we're going to do more shows. And you're going to hear us more often. That's a guarantee. So as you hear our theme to the radio show, the Gary Russen program, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks a lot for joining me. We had a great time, a little overtime, about 5:36. But, you know, stay on longer. And like I said before, this is your Google Plus, YouTube, rank amateur, Gary Russen here, the one who's learning the new stuff on Google Plus Hangout, learning how it works, and trying to achieve a better show. We'll be back with another edition. Join me Tuesday on Spreaker, www.spreaker.com. Just go in there and type in GJRB Online. You'll get our radio station. Follow us on Spreaker. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Google Plus. And be part of the show. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you real soon. I'm Gary Russen. Have a great night, everyone.